Makinas! Today I got a video game called Bubble Frog. I got it from the shop Retro Game Shop. So we are going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you how it looks in a real Game Boy. And that's pretty much everything I'm going to show you today. So, don't stop the party, babe! Whoa! What's up, Makinas? Don't stop the party! Well, today I'm here because I got into trouble. And that's because the other day I got a retro game, you know, the kind of games I like a lot for the Game Boy. And then I thought, I'm going to post it into my social networks. You know, I usually don't have any views in my social networks. So in the post I said, if this post gets 1000 views, I'm going to do an unboxing of everything I got. So after a while I checked Twitter and then bang! 1000 views! So here I come with a review and a Makina gameplay of everything I got. So let me know what you think about it, but I think I got an amazing game. Okay, so this game is called Bubble Frog. I'm bringing you today the physical copy. So I'm going to open the paper. Let's see if it can come out. So as you can see, the game is coming from a publisher called Retro Game Shop. It looks like a new publisher, probably you never heard about it, but actually it has been in the market for a long time. But before before it was called Cajas Retro. So as you can see, this is for Game Boy. Here is the description of everything of all the game. And as you can see, the boxing looks, well, it's actually super professional. Here is the name of the publisher, and here is like a kind of a serial number. This is the name of the number of this game. This publisher has done 3 games in total. So this game is coming from a developer called Timbo J. So as you can see, when you open it, you see that everything is personalized for this game. This is very common for this publisher. So as you can see, everything is going to be personalized for the game. And here is the manual. The manual, you can see it's coming with the Timbo J name on it. And it's made by a girl called Kurusona. It's a girl who makes lots of manuals, and her designs, her drawings, her style looks just amazing. This manual is coming in 2 languages. It's coming in Spanish and in English. And as you can see, she's describing every character, every area. So it looks just super nice. The feeling of the paper just looks amazing. You can see some of the story. Just looks nice. So I'm going to leave it into the here is the logo of the Retro Game Shop. So let's leave it into the table, and now let's open the game. That's what is going to be inserted into the Game Boy. So let's try to open it. Oh, it's pretty hard to open it, huh? Well, let's see if I can. But yeah, finally I could open it. So as you can see, here is the game. I'm going to take it, and now I'm going to insert it into my Game Boy. Well, let's see how it looks inside. So this is in reverse, let's put it properly. So I'm going to do a small gameplay so you can see how it looks. And also I'm going to explain a little bit how to play. Okay, so first of all, I need to say thanks to my friend Anna. And that's because she lent me this Game Boy. And you know, I know what you are all thinking. You're thinking, come on, Makina, how you couldn't have a Game Boy? You know, I didn't have a Game Boy when I was a kid. I used to do some other activities, you know. Especially, I used to play a lot on the streets. Okay, so here we are in the main screen. So we are going to press a button, and then we go to the main menu. And we are going to start a new menu. They are going to explain to us how to play, but it's really super simple. There is almost no controls. It's super easy to play. It's one of the easiest games to play. There's also a story that they are going to tell us. Actually, we are a frog, and we are inside of a bubble. So the only thing we can do is to jump. jump and to collect some of these small tiny bubbles. So we get them and then we have to find the hole. And once we get into the hole, then we go to the next level. And that's actually how the game works. So we continue jumping, we continue collecting some bubbles, and the only thing we have to do is to jump and to turn into the sides, right or left. If we touch nothing, then the gravity is going to bring us into the ground. So it's a very easy idea, it's a super simple idea, and at the same time it's super addictive. It's something that it's the first time I played something like this, and I just thought it's an amazing idea. So the story will continue to explain to us how everything goes, and yeah, let's try something. Let's try if the save functionality works. So as you can see, we are now in kind of a harder level. If we touch one of those spikes, we are going to start over. So let's turn off the Game Boy and start it again. So let's see if the game remembers exactly the last level we were playing, to see if the save functionality is actually working. So it's one of the main things I like to test, because as a developer I don't want the user to get frustrated. And as you can see, after pressing the continue button, it loads properly. It goes to the level where we were before. So let's start it over and let's inspect the game a little bit more. So as you can see, we can turn off the SFX, and also there are some kind of checkpoints in case we don't want to start the game since the beginning. In that case we can just select a different level and we start from the blue zone. It's kind of harder level, then the yellow it's even harder, and the green is the hardest. So we can start I'm going to try the second level, and yeah, as you can see, the story will continue, and now the level it's kind of harder. You can see that the spikes now are moving, and it's going to be more challenging for us. So this is a good idea in case we want to play the game, but not since the very beginning. But let's see what could happen in case we don't have a Game Boy, the same as was happening to me. How can we play this Bubble Frog or any other Game Boy game? We can use an emulator, well, a console that emulates games. And the console I'm bringing you today, it's the SF2000. As you can see, it works perfectly fine. We can play kind of the same way than in the actual Game Boy, but it's emulation. It's not the original hardware. But it's super cheap, this console. It's about less than 20 euros. So as you can see, it's a very cheap way to play these games that are being developed today. And you see, this console is able to emulate a lot of platforms. Fácilmente. So what happens in case you don't have any emulator machine? I'm going to give you even more options. Let's suppose that you have a Nintendo DS. You can also play. So the only thing you have to do is to get, I'm going to tell you the trick later, but as you can see, this Game Frog is also working on a Nintendo DS, and you can play any Game Boy game in a DS. The only thing you need to get it's a car called R4, and with this R4 car, as you can see, I'm going to show it to you. You can just insert an SD card inside of it, and then the Nintendo DS is able to read the SD card and the game that you load into the SD card. So that's everything I got for you today. I hope you enjoy all my tricks, and bye bye, Makinas!